Outdoor Passion is brought to you by Princecraft Boats. Dominate the waters. Williams Lures, trophy takers for over 100 years. Sport Chief, the legendary Canadian outdoor wear. And Rapala World Records, world class.
Hi there and welcome to Outdoor Passion. I'm Andrew Carter. This week we're going to learn that there are more opportunities than the popular sport fish. We're going to be going after the hard-fighting common carp, one of the great species that swims in the same water as the popular sport fish that we're used to going after. They're known for their shallow water, noisy spawning activities in spring. Our Novelty Minute features a new versatile boat for all kinds of fishing, and after that, it's our technical segment. Carp fights harder than a lot of fish, and its behavior makes it possible to use different techniques. They are abundant all over North America and just waiting to tangle with open-minded anglers. You will realize how limited our knowledge is of this neglected fish, as Ray Carignan found out when he started to produce this video with a team of European experts. Let's watch.
The destination of the week is brought to you by Williams Lures, trophy takers for over 100 years. Native to Europe and Asia, carp are probably the most popular fish species on Earth. In North America, they are still considered an invasive species. It was introduced long ago in the mid-1800s by popular demand. During the last decades, the common carp gained a great deal of interest from multi-species anglers. This highly prolific fish occupies nearly all continental lakes and rivers right up to southern Canada. Carp are now an integral part of the ecosystem, having achieved balance with other species. They prefer the warmest water available, often surviving where other species fail. Carp thrive in temperatures between 80 and 90 degrees. These voracious gluttons have a diet of small crustaceans, insects, worms, and plants. In fact, anything edible they can strain from the bottom. Common carp spawn in late spring or early summer. It's a noisy, boisterous affair since many males seek to fertilize the eggs of one large female. Our carp adventure begins on Lake St. Pierre, an enlargement of the mighty St. Lawrence River in southwestern Quebec. It's a shallow lake with a very important population. The average catch is around 20 pounds, but 50-pounders are available. Lake St. Pierre Outfitter offers carp fishing with an experienced European guide and all the specialized tackle needed to catch monsters. The lake's potential is recognized by carp fishing experts worldwide for the quantity and size of the catches. We are fishing a site that was baited for quite a while. Before casting our offerings, we begin with the preparation of a special buffet of oatmeal and corn to generate a feeding frenzy. A slingshot is the best tool to send out pellets at a short distance. Baiting is the most efficient way to stir neutral or negative carp into activity. It's a matter of quantity. Too much is counterproductive. Looks like our offerings are most welcome. We have our first beast tugging at the end of the line.
Powerful fish, big carp.
Once hooked, a large carp will put up a ferocious fight using its great strength.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Because of the thick vegetation of this sector, we have to use very robust spinning tackle.
Big carp, big carp. It's going in the weeds. Oh, yeah. It's near the boat, it's coming.
Yeah.
Coming, you see it? Okay.
Fabien Prévost, a French expert in the art and science of catching carp, has been guiding for Lake St. Pierre Outfitter for some time now. Most of his clients are European, but many North Americans are interested. Carp are on their way to obtain the sport fish status they deserve from this continent's anglers. Carp display a combination of size, power, and stamina that allow them to bulldoze their way through dense vegetation and make long, drag-burning runs. That makes them a very desirable sport fish. With the right bait and proper techniques, it's possible to catch big carps every day.
Wow, my first carp since many years. Boy, they fight. Big fighter.
Even though smoked carp is a delicacy, many carpists prefer to release most of their catches. Common carp, also called German carp, are easily identified by the large scales, stocky bodies, and long dorsal fin. They have two sensitive barbels, one on each side of the mouth, which are used to find and taste food before ingesting. Common carp are a different species than the sucker or red horse. Suckers have slim bodies and a small mouth with thick lips situated under the head. Red horse have stocky bodies similar to carp, but all other aspects are of the sucker type. These large minnows are protected in many areas of Canada. Those two belong to the Catastomus family and should not be confused with carp, which belong to the Cyprinus family. They also lack the carp's innate intelligence, probably the highest of all the freshwater fishes. The calm conditions we're experiencing seem to have stimulated the carp in the area. After the strain of the first fight, Ray changed to a heavier bait cast outfit more suited for sturgeon. In the stained and sometimes muddy waters of Lake St. Pierre, the use of strong fluorocarbon leaders will not prevent these very wary fish from biting. Now we can experience the full power of this large fish with maximum pressure on the tackle. Given the chance, these large bruisers will not hesitate in burying themselves in thick cover. Then it's nearly impossible to dislodge them without ultra-powerful tackle.
Nice carp, Fabian.
Yes.
Lake St. Pierre's common carp have an exceptional average size, but that's nowhere near the world record. They are known to pass the 100-pound mark. Carp live in loose schools. The largest fish are solitary. The very diet allows them to build up fat reserves that can last several months of hardship, since in cold water they feed very little.
Super carp.
This fish can survive up to 50 years. It's worthwhile releasing them. Our guide uses a European-style rigging called hair rig. This technique places the hook above the bait instead of through it, which leaves the hook bare and the bait free. For the unsophisticated Canadian carp, he prefers corn as bait instead of the more complicated use of boilies. He also covers the sinker with a corn and oatmeal mixture that dissolves near the primary bait. This rig will hook fish near the lips every time, avoiding deep hookups. The free hook penetrates easily and will perforate the mouth even when the fish tries to spit it out. It is the most productive presentation from Europe. The hair rig proves itself again, this time for David Caron. Another important advantage of the hair rig is its subtlety, since carp don't feel any resistance when they inhale it.
Big carp.
Carp are smart fish, but they always fall for this effective trap. Having survived the initial unstoppable run and strong counterpunches, David can finally savor his victory over this robust adversary. We prefer to wait for the angry carp to calm down before bringing it aboard for the photo session. Our guide's knowledge of the best carp swims in the area allowed us to catch this impressive trophy. These hot swims or migration routes must be located when targeting big fish. Common carp experience very rapid growth, and they can gain up to 2 pounds a season in many waters. David used a pineapple-flavored corn to fool this trophy. Other aromas like strawberry or raspberry attract these wily fish. After so many years of preaching the release of trophy fish, it's finally the modern angler's gut reaction. Having learned a lesson, this sow will become even more monstrous before the next capture. Carp fishing from a boat is best done while anchored or beached to minimize any unwarranted movements. The rods are set in special holders, with the line inserted in very sensitive alarms.
Yes, sir. Big fish. Big carp. Big carp.
Our guide uses extremely sensitive tools to enhance his successful presentations. These electronic alarms or strike indicators are primed by inserting the line in a sensor mechanism below the rod. When a fish moves the bait and the line, the alarm sounds off. A light identifies which one is activated. The line is also clipped onto a hanger that moves the line and triggers the alarm should the carp take the bait towards you instead of away or to the side.
Oh, big carp! Big carp! It's going in the weeds!
David has another strong fish requiring powerful tackle.
Big fish?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna need your special net, Fabian.
This catch came from the edge of a weed line at 15 feet deep on a soft bottom with a light current. The carp's abundance, wariness, and vitality have made it one of the most popular sport fish in Europe. Professional tournaments have a huge following, especially in England, France, and Germany. Corn is not the only productive bait. Many anglers prefer boilies since their composition is easily adapted to changing conditions. It's possible to modify their nutritional value, size, color, taste, and smell. The common carp is the ideal fish for new anglers. They bite often, and they are big and less intimidating than toothed predators of the same class. Carp vitality is legendary. This makes them very easy to release with a 100% survival rate. Carpists will do anything to protect their favorite fish. After landing them with their fine mesh nets, they place it on a receiving mat for unhooking. It's not a bad idea to protect carp from harm while out of its natural element. The unhooking mat offers a padded, wet surface that protects the eyes, scales, and slime. It's very useful everywhere and does keep your boat cleaner. Models that transform into a closed bag with Velcro fittings is the practical way when moving large fish into position for the release.
Yes, sir. Big fish. Big carp. Big carp, giant carp.
A slight change in light intensity triggered the carp in our sector. Ray hooks into a big one that races off like a runaway train.
Yes! Big carp!
The unstoppable fish uses the thick vegetation around the boat to its advantage. Ray knows how to get the most out of his heavy-duty tackle to tame the infuriated carp. Carp can thrive in waters of questionable quality. They inhabit the shallows even in high temperatures, low oxygen, and no visibility. Their only requirement for survival is the abundance of vegetation and edible benthic life. It took a sturgeon R-type rod with a heavy class monster reel to overcome the amazing power of this carp. Better be in shape when facing these adversaries. Using appropriate tackle shortens the fight time, and the release is more successful.
You know your business, Fabian. Two big carp back to back, almost a double header.
Carp are one of the most prolific species in our waters, so double catches are a frequent occurrence. Lake St. Pierre is a public lake accessible to everyone. Here you can find guiding services, lodging, and boat rentals, plus all permits needed on site. It's the only place in this area to offer carp fishing with specialized guides. The North American common carp population is the envy of the rest of the world. Shouldn't you take advantage of this incredible fishery? The destination of the week was brought to you by Sport Chief, the legendary Canadian outdoor wear.
These beasts are getting more and more popular, and they are good to eat. They're getting better PR too with the arrival of more Europeans who like to target this big fish in North America. Still to come on Outdoor Passion, our Novelty Minute, we're going to take a look at the Nanook by Princecraft. It's a fishing boat for fishing fanatics. And of course, our technical segment as Outdoor Passion continues.
After these messages, a boat made for the serious fisherman. Stay with us.
Did you know that all Princecraft boats are built entirely in Canada in a small town called Princeville in the province of Quebec? Every day, over 300 employees put their talents together to design, assemble, and deliver some of the best built boats in the industry. Princecraft works also with local Canadian component suppliers to ensure the best quality throughout their boats. By purchasing a Princecraft boat, you are supporting the overall Canadian economy and community.
Princecraft. Dominate the waters.
On the wing again. On the moose.
Genuine silver and 24-karat gold finishes reflect all available light farther and brighter. UV reactive, strike triggering, color pattern accents for more big fish. Williams and Moose Look. Spoon feeding trophies for over 100 years. For over 50 years, Sport Chief established the highest industry standards for clothing, shoes, fishing, hunting, and outdoor accessories because Sport Chief knows what performs in the outdoors. Our innovative apparels ensures your total comfort, created from ingenious concepts, enhanced with progressive engineering to protect you from the worst storms. They are long-lasting, waterproof, camouflaged, silent, breathable, and odor-resistant. Sport Chief, the best garments, shoes, and legendary accessories for the great outdoors. Check out sportchief.com.
For the bass that thinks it's a bulldog. For the walleye that thinks it's a freight train. For the tuna that thinks it's a torpedo. For the tarpon that thinks it's a tarpon. You need the mono that thinks it's a braid. Suffix Advance. New advanced mono with HMPE braid molecules for strength, abrasion resistance, and low stretch. Suffix Advance. The mono that thinks it's a braid.
Get action. Do things. Be sane. Don't fritter away your time. Create. Act. Take a place wherever you are. And be somebody. Get action.
For more than 6 decades, Princecraft has been renowned for building the best aluminum boats. Experts have consistently relied on Princecraft for its quality, durability, reliability, and performance. Whether it's fishing, water sports, or simply enjoying the water with friends and family, Princecraft has a wide range of products that will suit all your needs. Get yourself the exceptional quality and performance that only a Princecraft boat can provide you. Go to princecraft.com to build and price your boat or to view our full assortment of products. Princecraft. Dominate the waters. The Novelty Minute is brought to you by Princecraft Boats. Dominate the waters.
It's time for the Novelty Minute with Ray Carignan. This is really cool. The Nanook by Princecraft, a fishing boat for fishing fanatics.
Exactly. You know, Andrew, at 16.5 feet long and 87 inches wide, this boat is perfect for most mid-sized Canadian lakes, including your lake. It's made from H36 aluminum alloy, so this is really tough. This is really good for big work. Up front, you have a very large casting platform that is very stable. It's like fishing inside a saloon. And Under the front deck, you have plenty of storage for batteries, gear, and in the back, in the other casting platform, you have a very large live well, so you can keep alive in good shape a limit of walleyes or bass for tournament. This is very important. And also, this boat can accommodate outboards to 115 horsepower, so you can choose to go really fast or just standard family cruising speed with a full windshield side to side, so you really are well protected. It's a windshield with a walk-through opening in the center, so when you're driving very fast in cold weather, it's really a good protection for you and the passenger. And this boat is very light, so you don't need a big 4x4 for trailing or launching the boat. Standard equipment like rod storage, they have a fantastic rod locker up in the middle. It's like a rod condo, so it will keep your rods in good shape. I think for your lake, this would be a perfect boat, Andrew.
The Nanook by Princecraft. Thanks very much, Ray. Watch now for our technical segment.
The Blakemore Roadrunner Randy Swim & Runner is one of the most productive lures out there. The cool thing about it is that every game fish eats it. The combination of flash, vibration, and action makes it deadly. The Natural Science Horsehead-style jig head features a super realistic holographic finish that will trigger anything that swims. Armed with a forged 4/0 razor-sharp Daishi needlepoint hook, you land every fish that bites. The heart of this underspin is a premium ball-bearing swivel that effortlessly twirls the bright nickel-over brass willow blade. Add this all up and you've got one super bait. It comes pre-rigged with a 3.5-inch Bang Shad hard-thumping swim bait. The Bang Shad is sculpted with a triangulated body design and a pulsating boot tail that produces a strong thump. The 3D gold-black prism eyes make it even more realistic, an important feature when the bite is slow. This great lure is super versatile. Work it just under the surface to way down deep. Infused with Bang Scent, this bait tastes and smells just like the real thing. The Randy Swim & Runner provides flash and vibration in a shad or minnow-shaped profile, making it a must when you need to put fish in the boat. Jig it for walleye, drop it slowly down deep for trout, or try slow trolling for pike, and zip them over cover for bass. There's really no wrong way to fish it. On your next fishing trip, pack a few of these, and you'll find out for yourself why so many anglers love them.
Still more to come with great tips on common carp angling right after this.
Did you know that all Princecraft boats are built entirely in Canada in a small town called Princeville in the province of Quebec? Every day, over 300 employees put their talents together to design, assemble, and deliver some of the best built boats in the industry. Princecraft works also with local Canadian component suppliers to ensure the best quality throughout their boats. By purchasing a Princecraft boat, you are supporting the overall Canadian economy and community.
Princecraft. Dominate the waters.
On the way again! On the moose!
Genuine silver and 24-karat gold finishes reflect all available light farther and brighter. UV reactive, strike triggering, color pattern accents for more big fish. Williams and Moose Look. Spoon feeding trophies for over 100 years. For over 50 years, Sport Chief established the highest industry standards for clothing, shoes, fishing, hunting, and outdoor accessories because Sport Chief knows what performs in the outdoors. Our innovative apparels ensures your total comfort, created from ingenious concepts, enhanced with progressive engineering to protect you from the worst storms. They are long-lasting, waterproof, camouflaged, silent, breathable, and odor-resistant. Sport Chief, the best garments, shoes, and legendary accessories for the great outdoors. Check out sportchief.com.
For the bass that thinks it's a bulldog. For the walleye that thinks it's a freight train. For the tuna that thinks it's a torpedo. For the tarpon that thinks it's a tarpon. You need the mono that thinks it's a braid. Suffix Advance. New advanced mono with HMPE braid molecules for strength, abrasion resistance, and low stretch. Suffix Advance. The mono that thinks it's a braid.
Get action. Do things. Be sane. Don't fritter away your time. Create. Act. Take a place wherever you are. And be somebody. Get action.
For more than 6 decades, Princecraft has been renowned for building the best aluminum boats. Experts have consistently relied on Princecraft for its quality, durability, reliability, and performance. Whether it's fishing, water sports, or simply enjoying the water with friends and family, Princecraft has a wide range of products that will suit all your needs. Get yourself the exceptional quality and performance that only a Princecraft boat can provide you. Go to princecraft.com to build and price your boat or to view our full assortment of products. Princecraft. Dominate the waters.
Outdoor Passion and the common carp, and I've always been so captivated by this fish because they're big, very big, and right there they seem so easy to catch.
Well, they're not that easy to catch, but they're less difficult than a brown trout, for example. They are the perfect fish to take a kid fishing because they will hit all kinds of natural baits like corn, worms, and even boilies. So these are little balls made in Europe, especially for carp. They love those. It's like fish candy. And you know the fishing for carp is open all year round. There's no limit. And remember to have a good rod with a strong line and a powerful drag because these fish are very strong. If you are fishing near weeds, then you need ultra heavy equipment because they're going to bury themselves in the weeds during the fight. So it will be very hard to pull them out, but if you have the proper tackle, you will get them out easy. And you know carp are very good to eat. They're delicious. You can even smoke them with a smoker. And they're plentiful everywhere in North America. So why not tangle with common carp on your next outing, Andrew? You might catch the fish of a lifetime.
I know, certainly would be the biggest fish I've ever caught. Thank you so much, Ray, and thank you for joining us for a look at the common carp this week on Outdoor Passion. I'm Andrew Carter. Hope you learned something that makes your next outing even more productive. And remember, if you get out in the great outdoors, try to leave things the way you found them. See you next time on Outdoor Passion.
Outdoor Passion was brought to you by Rapala World Records World Class, Princecraft Boats, Dominate the Waters, Sport Chief, the legendary Canadian outdoor wear, and Williams Lures, trophy takers for over 100 years.
Wow.
For more information or to contact us, visit our website at www.outdoorpassion.tv.